What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for All Out. And not too long ago, I'll let you guys hear anything else. I got the fan running. Overall, I thought this pay-per-view was amazing, but I won't lie. I definitely think Double or Nothing was a lot better, honestly, from the match cards, the matches that were in there. I thought it was overall a better show for me. Personally, you guys might have thought differently, and if you did, tell me down below. I would say this was better than SummerSlam this year, but that doesn't say much. But it was definitely nowhere near as good as TakeOver Toronto this year. So, anyway, let's just jump right in. We had SCU versus the Jurassic Express, which was a team of Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and this other small dude. And, this was a decent match. It was a good start for the show. I honestly don't remember much of the spots, but hey, SCU came out victorious. Cool. Next up, we had Pac versus Kenny Omega. This is surprising because I thought this match, that Kenny's match, was going to end up being, a lot later on the show, like around the end of the show. Probably we're gonna go from like they're probably gonna you may have Cody, Kenny, Lucha Bros, then the World Championship match. That time they had the Kenny Omega match right at the beginning of the match, and overall, I thought this match was great. One thing I love about the match, I love the way it started out with. It started off with Neville, not Neville. I'm used to calling him Neville, so if I call him Neville on accident, excuse me, Pac or Pac. I'm gonna keep calling him Pac because Pac sounds stupid. So yeah, I was about to say Neville again. You had Pac and Kenny Omega. First, they kind of started with some showboating, like Kenny, like there was, holding when they do the Irish whips, or like when they run from the ropes, one the guy falls over, goes down to the ground, the other guy jumps over him. That whole thing. Well, that happened. I keep saying Neville. Pac goes down on the ground. Kenny just puts his foot over his back and walks over him. I love that part. Then Pac returns the favor with Kenny, and from there we had a bunch of other stuff like Pac landed a lot of high fly moves. They also there was also one thing with the V triggers. I love it when Kenny Omega does V triggers, man. They look so great. Kenny also hit a buckle bomb that looked pretty good. One thing I love, I think it was like the second to last V trigger he hit was there was this one where Pac was like, come on, after he landed after they were coming to blows for a bit. Pac was like, come on, the Kenny just kicks him and he just falls to the ground all the way up to the bottom turnbuckle, which I thought that was a nice little. I thought that looked cool. Anyway. So one other thing I so back to the V-trigger. So Kenny hits the V-trigger, Pac is dazed, pretty much just hanging on by the ropes. Kenny comes over them and grabs him by his neck, and they just kind of bring their heads together. It was just, that was fun. I like that one. But anyway, so yeah, there was that, a couple extra stuff. A lot of people were calling this match a dream match. I mean, I guess I could kind of see why, but at the same time, I wasn't really all that hyped for it. I honestly think that probably Kenny versus Jon Moxley could have been probably better, but we'll probably see that for the first week of TV, probably. So it was still a great match, but a lot of people were praising this is a dream match. It was the same thing with Pentagon and Kenny Omega, and when I saw it in All In, it's like, okay, how was this a dream match? Granted, then I know next to nothing about Pentagon Jr. And, Neville, Pac, all I know from him is just his time in WWE. Anyway, but yeah, overall this match was great. Really great match with Kenny Omega. Pac ends up winning with this move called the, what was it called? The Brutalizer, I believe it's called, where essentially Pac locks his arms and legs around Kenny's arm, keeping them straight up, and then he just locks his hands together by his throat, choking him out. And from there, you just see Kenny slowly days before just comes down to the ground. Kenny isn't really moving, so the ref calls for the match, and Pac wins by submission. So overall, a great match. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jon Moxley versus Kenny would have been better. But that's just me. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing whenever those two do finally face off. So next up, we have what the fuck is wrong with this company? I have to say, first of all, this man is fucking crazy. So we had Jimmy Havoc. Versus Darby Allin and Joey Janela. What the fuck is wrong with these guys? Literally, this match was fucking insane. It was awesome, don't get me wrong, but what is wrong with these people? Why are they doing all this crazy? Okay, first off, we had, I believe it was Jimmy Havoc. Man was using a fucking staple gun throughout the match. He started stapling himself. He threw staples into someone else's head. There was this one thing where you had Joey Janela you having tying you had Joey Janela putting Jimmy in this chair, and you had Darby out there grabbing a bag of. Come on, I can't. Okay, so he grabbed a bag of tacks, threw it in his mouth, started duct taping out. Now, you could see there was a part where they kind of couldn't tape up, and the guy spit some out. I'm sure he got rid of all of them, so he didn't hit next to him, swallowing one and fucking up his internal organs. But, and then, the commentary team was like, oh my god, this could fuck up his organs if he swallows or some shit. I'm just sitting like, what is wrong with you? There was also this one where, I think it was Joey Janela, took a dive. Nobody was there, man. It didn't look fucking nasty. There was shit with fucking barrels in the match. Like, there was a couple about the barrels. Like, there was this one where, I think it was Jimmy Havoc put Joey Janela in a chair. He did that. He did like I don't know what the move is called, but he pretty much just got him on the chair and then tried to flip him over. But Joey Janela kept his hands on the chair, so he landed on the chair. That's what he was done. He put his leg up and just was like, "Yeah, boy." Yeah, like he's the shit. Then Jimmy Havoc came in there, tried to fix. And then he also used the barrel that got 2 spots. The second barrel. This match was just bad shit insanity. There was also one where Darby brought out a skateboard with fucking thumbtacks on it. And then I think it was Joey Janela's back. I'm just sitting there completely baffled by what I was watching there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have you, this match was just fucking insanity, man. This match was fucking insane. It was probably my second favorite of the match of the night, Austin. This is probably my second favorite match of the night. This was just fucking insane. This was just fucking bonkers, ladies and gentlemen. I was just sitting there like, what am I watching? And I even texted my man Elon more about this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with it? And he brought up views like, ECW. I'm like, fam, that was before my time. He's like, fair enough. So yeah, I was just sitting there just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I loved it, but I was just like, this is so fucking dangerous. Like, I've never seen a match like this. Like, it was just fucking insane, man. It was legit fucking bonkers. Yeah. Not much more to say. Jimmy Havoc ends up winning this one. It was batshit insanity. That's all I gotta say, man. So next up, we have the Dark Order versus the Best Friends. Pretty decent tag team match. Good stuff here. There was this one where when the member goes I think the dude's name was like Numero Uno or some shit. Or Evo Uno or whatever the hell they do, the fat one. He kind of crawled. He was like when I honestly don't know the Best Friends at all. But he was like one of them was like he scrambled over to the other side of the ring and put his and then he was sticking his foot out to him to get back. That was a cool thing. I wasn't really paying attention that much to this match. Honestly, didn't really care for it. But from what I saw of it, it was an overall good match. The Dark Order ends up coming. Then at the end of the match, we have I believe it was this match. Was one LAX, a tag team that I've heard a lot of good things about from JD. Never heard of them or seen myself. I don't watch TNA. So, I'm interested to see more of LAX. So that should be cool. And that was pretty much their big surprise tonight, since a lot of people were theorizing that Punk was going to come back. Punk was going to get announced and show up at Double Nothing. Or not Double or Nothing. At All Out. No sign of Punk. I'm not too surprised. I was expecting that he would come, but I wasn't holding my breath on it. Punk didn't show, which, I was hoping we'd see him, but, oh well. So, yeah, it was that one. Next up, we had Ryo versus Hikaru Shida. Now, you guys already know what I think of the Japanese. And I'm definitely biased when it comes to them. What can I say? I love Asians, man. I am a man's culture. I just love great wrestling. And the Japanese are great at both those things. Anyway. So, this was actually the first time I saw Hikaru Shida. At least I think this is the first time. I loved her. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I love this woman already. She's probably, she as well as the other chick that loves Kaijima, I forget her name, from Fight for the Fallen, are probably my two favorite of the women's wrestlers, at least from the Japanese side, that we have in AEW, and I can't wait to see more of them at, TNT. When, in October, when, AEW finally goes to weekly television on TNT. I'm hyped to see that, guys, and I can't wait to see what they got more so, because I love the Japanese, I love AEW's, showing off a lot more, giving a huge spotlight for a bunch of the female Japanese wrestlers, because realistically they don't really have that much of spotlight. Like they're like, I've never really seen other promotions, so when they have a big spotlight like AEW, great notoriety and show for them, as well as their country, and as well as any other promotions that they worked for, to maybe like, oh, hey man, let me check out this promotion, or let me check out this match, whatever. So I'm sure this was all probably Kenny's idea, because they keep bringing the fact up how Rio has had a connection with Kenny, like she's our preferred tag team partner whenever he has to do intergender matches. So I wouldn't be surprised if all this was Kenny Omega's idea. I'm glad he is doing this, because I'm definitely loving these chicks. I'm definitely loving the Japanese females. This match was pretty good. Nothing really out of this world. It was nowhere near as good as match with Candice LeRae and Io Shirai Takeover, but this was a pretty good match. Hikaru looked great, offensive. I loved her intensity. I loved her outfit, man. Oh my god, I love her fucking outfit, man, with like the kimono and everything. That's kind of like changed up a little bit. I love her ring gear. I love she has a kendo stick, or that kendo stick with her. She would look great, and I instantly fell in love with her as soon as I thought out Rio. She's Rio. She was great. They also talk about how she's about 22 years old, and she's been working the business, perfecting her craft for 13 years. So she's been doing wrestling, or at least practicing it, since she was 9. The dedication to this woman you have to respect her for that. She started up. Hikaru started up on the offense. Get a lot of great stuff, and she was just dominating throughout the match. Ruho came out, like Ray Hatch came back, had a comeback, and she ended up winning the match with a roll-up. Pretty good stuff. I was kind of surprised she got the 3 count the way she did. I thought it was like she was about to kick out. So Riho wins. She's gonna be going up against. She's gonna go against I forgot her name. For the AEW West Chad, which you saw over there. Not all that impressive. I prefer the NXT and the WWE titles for their women's divisions, if you ask me. It's a decent looking belt, but I prefer WWE's. Anyway, so that was a good match, and I feel it's gonna be like in the second week of AEW's weekly television, or whichever one is when they are in DC. I don't think that's their first one though. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, that's gonna be cool to see. If you want to know what my prediction is, probably Rio's probably win that match, probably, and she'll be the first AEW Women's Champion. But that's just me. So yeah, after that one, I believe was Cody. We had Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears. We all know about what happened with them. What happened at a Double or I believe was it it was was it Fight for the Fallen? It was like Fire the Fallen or Fire. So whatever one was, it was Fighter Fest when Shawn Spears came out there, hit Cody with that unprotected chair, so which I agree with JD. Put your hand up, man. We don't need you dying on us. You don't need to be taking bumps like that, man. It's ridiculous. And since then, we had the match from here. This match was great. We had what was his name? Arn Anderson. I think the one that got from the Four Horsemen. He came out there and delivered a spine buster from Shawn Spears. One thing I love about Cody is that the man is not scared to show up his more geeky side, because everybody came out of the Nightmare Field wearing Star Trek: The Next Generation gear. Only reason I know that because my mom is a huge Star Trek fan. I on the other hand prefer Star Wars. It's better, But they all came out. Obviously, the logo was changed to their Nightmare Family logo. So everyone was just coming out there with Star Trek Next Generation. And they also had MJF. MJF was also there too. He was actually the one that Cody ended up picking to accompany him instead of Brandy. I'm sure the only reason he picked MJF was because he's not on the card. But he came out there. He was in Cody's corner. Match going there. Shawn Spears obviously going with a lot of dirty tricks. There was this one time where he got a chair where Cody was about to hit him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, come on, hit me." But Cody doesn't do it. Iron Man Arn Anderson comes in there, delivers a spy buster to Shawn Spears. Man sells like he was on fucking fire. It was just a great match. Cody ends up winning this match. I like this one where they were punching each other, and then once Cody ended up got power, he faked out a punch. Shawn dodged it. He went on the ground, did that uppercut thing that Gold used to always do. That was some cool stuff. Cody, I don't think I mentioned this, but Cody ended up winning the belt. That just kind of surprised me. I kind of was like JD. I thought that Shawn could come out on victorious, but no. Cody Rhodes came out victorious, and yeah, this match was great. So yeah, Next up, we had, I believe that was the final. We had the final match of the night. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had the final match tonight, which was, of course, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match between between Chris Jericho as well as Hangman Adam Page. Now, if I remember correctly, Hangman has been selling his knee injury throughout the last since Double or Nothing for the title match. That was completely gone in this match. They never once brought up the knee injury. The only thing they brought up was the cut that he got back at Fight for the Fallen. They never brought up his knee for some odd reason, so I guess it just magically healed. Granted, it's been like about 3 months, so I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, I was like, if only they were using it, how much they were building it up, talking about it in Fighter Fest and Fight for the Fallen. I thought they were going to bring that up here in All Out, but they didn't. They just kind of swept it under the rug for whatever reason. But yeah. One thing to tell you, Chris came there. My favorite spot of the match was when I forget what it was called. I think Adam went for like a signature move. I forget what it's called. But anyway, it was like I don't know. He went for an elbow, hit Chris a little bit above his eye, which caused Chris to start bleeding. That was going on throughout the match with Chris being like half blind throughout the match, which was cool. You had Chris locking in the wall to Jericho. There was this one time where he kind of countered a move where I think he went for like Adam went like for like a sun what's it called a star I forget that move where he kind of like jumps in the air a little bit. Not Cody. I don't know why I keep saying Cody. Chris, it's pretty late right now, guys. So I'm kind of tired, but I still got you now. Anyway, so he goes for I forget whatever it's called. You guys know the move, the one that Brock Lesnar tried to do at WrestleMania 18 or whatever when he went against Kurt Angle. That move, I forget, the Sunset Drive or some shit, whatever, or some other move like that where he jumped off from the apron. Chris kind of countered into a code breaker. And there was also this. There was one time where actually Adam went for a signature move. I forget what the move is called. Went for that one, hit it, and then tried to go for it again. But Chris managed to counter it. And he put it in the wall to Jericho. Or no. He tried to go for it again. Chris managed to dodge it, and that's when he went in for the Judas effect and got the 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho's your new AEW champion. No surprise there. I always thought Chris was going to go in there. You got to get a notable name for your debut on TNT. Have Adam chase the belt because, he's still a relatively young guy. He's probably going to get the belt sometime probably next year maybe. This overall was an amazing show. I loved or enjoyed most of the match. How could I forget? I almost forgot about the best match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. The Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. How could I forget this match? This was second to last. They had the AEW Championship. I literally just forgot it. I literally forgot about that match. But this match was fucking fantastic, man. The ladder spots were crazy. Like there was this one time where I think it was Nick came in there. He was like on top of the ladder. I think it was Phoenix. Phoenix. Which there was a whole thing about him having like an ankle injury or leg injury from some wrestling show in Mississippi or Missouri. The man will completely fine. This man can't be human. And for having that leg injury there and then going out to do wrestling like to go to another show the next day and then doing all the crazy shit here, the man isn't fucking human. The man isn't fucking human. But so there was that one. He pushed Nick off the ladder. Nick lands on the top rope and then does a swanton bomb. There's another one where I think it was Matt that did like a corkscrew, did a corkscrew jump or a corkscrew dive, whatever it's called, off the top rope from like a similar thing that happened to that one. That was crazy. They of course ladders were in the mixed conflict. There was this one spot that looked a little nasty where Nick was thrown off the ladder and then he set up two tails before he throw Pentagon or Phoenix over it. And I love Pentagon's catchphrase, Niero, Ciero, or was it Niero, or is it Miero or Niero, Ciero? I keep forgetting which one it is. But whatever case, I love that cat. Every time he does it, I love when he does it, man. It's fucking fantastic, man. So he did so back to what Nick falls off the ladder. The man hits one ladder, but it looks like his head kind of edged on like the reinforced part of the table on the outline of it. It looked kind of nasty there. It looked like it was about 5, but it kind of looked like he had kind of hit the other table a little bit, but it didn't break. There was also this one time, in a mere act of desperation, Matt straight unmasked Pentagon Jr. You could probably see his face for probably a split second before he immediately goes and covers up. Then the commentary team, which I got to say was great. I'm glad they got rid of Alex Marvez. That kind of like loser my, I think it was like, the guy that wears the mask. The dude was telling the cameraman, go back to the action, don't stop looking, stop, get the camera away from Pentagon, because, the man is unmasked, he's covering his face. He finds his mask and eventually puts it back on, but I thought that was just a great surprise. The man just, completely desperate, just rips it, he's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna unmask you. That was probably like the highlight of the match for me, was Pentagon's unmasking. That was great shit there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. LA, this is when LAX made their debut, was in this match. This is when they made their debut. My mistake. Man, it's pretty late. Yeah, it's late, guys, so forgive me. Anyway, so, yeah, that was probably my highlight match. So anyway, after that, there was, oh my god, no. Look, oh my god, I just remembered probably the biggest spot of the night. So, there was this one time where, oh my god, after Matt had unmasked him, Pentagon gets his revenge, so he grabs Matt, puts him on top of this ladder that I'm pretty sure Phoenix set up. That is like that has one side of it's on top of the ring, the other side top is on the railing. Puts it up there. Puts Matt in position for a package pile driver. Then Phoenix kind of like drop kicks him, and then he drops him on the ladder. I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with you people? Because that had to hurt, man. Oh my god, would I never want to take a move like that? These guys are fucking insane. Oh my god, that was hard to watch myself. I was like, oh my god. It was some crazy shit, man. This was without a doubt the match of the night for me, man. Match of the fucking night. So yeah, the Lucha Bros end up winning. After that, they make their way up They make their way up the ladder, grab the title belts, and that is how the Lucha Bros end up retaining the AAA tag titles. My fucking god, this was fucking insane. This was a match of the night for me. The spots were crazy. I love Pentagon Jr. I love the Young Bucks. I love the Lucha Bros. I can't wait to see more of both of them on weekly television on TNT, man. And yeah, so that is overall the end of my review for AEW's oh my god, for All Out. Overall, this match card was fucking fantastic. I love this show. It wasn't as good as Double or Nothing in my personal opinion, but it was still an overall amazing show that I highly recommend you guys check out if you haven't already. So yeah, AEW, man, they ain't fucking around. I'm so excited to watch their weekly television on TNT. Also, you guys are wondering if I'm going to do a review of their first television show. I'm probably not going to do it. If you guys want to know what I think of it, just follow me on my Twitter. I'll talk about it there. I might do a video of it. I'm not sure. With them back in college, I'm probably not going to have enough free time. I'm probably not going to find the time to do it. So, yeah. Definitely follow me on Twitter, and I'll tell you, you guys will see me tweeting about it throughout when it airs. Same thing goes when NXT's first live show, when that happens in September. So, yeah. Overall, I give this pay-per-view a 9.5 out of 10, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like, you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, flag, and links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.